Hello everyone, so this is going to be kind of like my tanning routine as well as how I deal with sunburn, because everyone deals with it differently, everyone does things differently. Okay, I'm not saying every single thing is different, but there are a lot of things that people do differently. So I'm going to do the sunburn part first. It's also kind of like remedies and stuff, and then I'll get into my tanning one later. So as you can see, I am actually really sunburnt on my back. Well, actually it's more on my shoulder, see? That is really, and yes, it is like this dark. This side isn't as bad. I was doing work experience this week. I was at school. I had a tank top on Friday. Pretty much the same, like, shoulder straps were like this. And it was neon yellow, and I had an SPF 50 sunscreen on all day. I reapplied it I think maybe 4 times, and I was at school for like 5 hours. It was an SPF waterproof sunscreen. I never went near the water and I still get burnt. I can apply an SPF 50 sunscreen every 10 to 15 minutes and I still get burnt, which is hard part of being a redhead. And also, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I dyed my hair again. It's pretty much close to my natural colour, except in the shade and like inside, like under fake lighting, it looks more brown. But when I'm outside, I have it, just in case I needed to patch it. This is basically the colour that it goes when I'm outside, which is really cool. So how I deal with sunburns, well, I have been extremely sunburnt so many times in my life because I am a natural redhead and we get burnt so easy. If there's anyone out there that's a natural redhead, thumbs up this video because you will know what I go through. It gets to the point where I just want to cover myself in, you know, like the little tubes of zinc cream you can get that are all neon colours. Feels like I just want to paint myself in those because it's the only thing that stops me getting burnt. Like at my swimming carnival in year 8, my house is called Tingira, like my team, and I had Tingira written down my arms in green zinc cream, and I got sunburnt still, and I had like Tingira burnt into my arms. You have like a really red spot. Oh, it's a pimple. Oh. And my face is the reason why it is, okay, it's not as bad today, but the reason why my face is so sensitive, I think the reason why my face is so sensitive and so red is because like my face is sensitive to temperature, texture, like the strength of something like a facial cleanser, wind. My face is sensitive to everything. I have periods of time where it's really good and I have other periods of time where it's really bad. At the moment it's kind of okay, it just depends on what my temperature itself is, like if I'm really hot or if I'm cool. I can't be cold because it's coming to be summer. So I've been really badly sunburnt so many times, like I've peeled really bad, and I only discovered this thing for sunburn last summer. I fell asleep, but I was like on one of those bed things that floats on the pool, and I got so sunburnt. The whole front of me was burnt. The backs of my hands, I reckon even my nails were burnt. My chest, my face, my lips, the whole front of me, even my legs were sunburnt, and I never burn on my legs, only my torso. So I actually discovered aloe vera gel. One of my workmates, one of the people I work with, bought me a tube of this, put it in the walk-in freezer, and then told me to go into the change room and put some of it on halfway through while I was on my break, and it was a lifesaver. She bought me a tube of the Palmer's and we put it in the freezer so it was always extra cold. It's -20 in our walk-in freezer at work, okay? So it was pretty cold and it was a lifesaver. This, not only, it's aloe vera gel, not only is it cold when you keep it in the fridge, it's cold. So the temperature of it will automatically cool it down. It's an extra rich, this is the only brand I've ever used. It's an extra rich moisturising gel itself, so it will stop you from peeling. It's got vitamin E, so it will stop you from peeling as well. This one is non-greasy. It dries really fast. So like I put some on maybe 5 minutes ago and I'm already dry. Some people look at me and they're like, well, aren't you uncomfortable with a sunburn? I was like, a little bit, but I'm so used to it by now, I don't care. So this is a lifesaver. Aloe vera gel, put it in the fridge. You'll be life saved. Because I'm home, today's Saturday, it's actually like 8:40 p.m. and I put it on like 3 times a day maybe. I'll put on as much as I can. I'm going to buy another tube because this is incredible. I freaking love it. And also a good thing is just to moisturize. I have the 5 Stars Vitamin E moisturizer. I got this from Aldi for like 75 cents. It's an amazing moisturizer. So if you don't like the feel of aloe vera gel, or you've only got a little bit left and you have to wait, like example, if I had to wait till I got paid on Tuesday and I only had a little bit left, you could use this as well. The vitamin E is also extremely good for your skin. This was only 75 cents and it smells really good. I use this as a normal body lotion anyway. And also one thing I like to do when I'm sunburnt as well, also because mostly it's the summertime, is tanning. Oh, also the Vaseline Cocoa Glow is also an insanely good moisturizer. If you don't have algae or you don't have like the 5 Stars brand at all, the Vaseline Total Moisture Cocoa Glow. I love this stuff. It smells really good. I could eat it, but I'm not going to. So onto the tanning part. I know I talked a long time. If you want just a full video on how I deal with sunburns, I will do that. The aloe vera gel you can also use on your face. If you have oily skin though, it will make you a bit oily, but I don't care, it heals my sunburn. So I use 2 gradual tanners, all moisturising ones. So the first one's the Lacquer Body Care Summer Firming Body Lotion. I got the normal to darker skin, so if I use this every single day, it turns me very yellow. Which is the reason why I use the Le Tan one. This is the first one I ever got and it's really nice. This one has got an SPF 15, so I use this every morning anyway, just because it gives me a bit of a sunscreen. I will use an SPF 50 sunscreen when I go to school though. And this one though is for all skin tones. It'll be within 5 days you notice a change to your skin colour. Honestly, I reckon I noticed the first day I used this. I used this all last summer before I found this one, and this is really good. This smells really good too. It smells like a really sweet sunscreen, like a vanilla scented sunscreen almost, and I actually like it. It's very moisturizing as well. I put these on my everyday anyway, regardless if I have a sunburn. This will help it tan as well. If you have an insane, really bad sunburn, I would not put it on for the first few days, just so you don't go really orange and red, or even if it like stains, like you probably can't see, but it like stains, yeah, like the palm of my hand in there, and I had like a really rough bit on my knee, and this actually kind of stained it. Like if you have a rash or like scar or just an extra dry bit, these will just make it really obvious. Like I had a little mark on my foot from my rubber thongs or flip-flops that I used, and this like stuck, like tanned it even more, and now I have like this big yellow mark on my foot. But I use the moisturizing ones, not spray ones. These work really, really well. This one is insanely well. First use, like if I'll use it say tonight, I'll wake up in the morning and you can tell the difference. You really can. I don't use these on my face just because they are that extra moisturizing. I would rather just tan my body. I use it at my neck. I would rather just tan my body and then buy a foundation to match. Or if I can find like one that is oil free or just something like that, I don't know. Sometimes when my skin's really dry, I will put these on my face, but normally I don't. And this one, I used this for like 6 days in a row, and it even faded my stretch marks a bit on my stomach. I got them when I went through puberty, and this faded them a lot. I would really recommend using something like this. This one, I got normal to darker, so it is going to tan you very quickly. This thing is a pump one, which is also really good. This one smells kind of weird, but it's really runny, so I have to watch it. And also it's one of those ones that if you like, you know when you put too much on and you rub and it just goes streaky and you just can't rub it in? That's what that does. This one doesn't do that, and this one is runny anyway, but I think this one's runny because it's just old. This I believe was $7.95 or something, and this I'm not exactly sure. I believe it's about $8 to $9. I'm not entirely sure. I know you can get these in other countries, and I would definitely recommend this. So that's just basically how I manage sunburns and what I use for tanning. If you would like just a video on separate ones, I will gladly do that. Honestly, I think I will anyway. I need to chalk up my videos a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry for the no makeup thing either. It's just, I can't be bothered. So, not with a burn like this, haha. But it's also, I also got my chest burned a bit. But you can't really tell, it's mainly just here. But it's also really, it's also kind of good because this is the areas I was trying to tan the most. Because I haven't worn many singlet shirts last summer. It was mainly just t-shirts because I was trying not to get burnt. But I wasn't trying to get burnt this time either. Well, anyway, so I am going to probably make a video tomorrow. So, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.